This ain't working. Okay. Greetings to relatives, friends, Americans, countrymen. You don't know me. My name is Travis T. Buckwald. I'm going to be introducing myself over the internet next few weeks or months. Don't got to listen to what I have to say. If you want to turn it on, turn it on. Want to turn it off, turn it off. I, like many of us, have a whole lot of concerns about what's happening in our country and our world right now because of this election and what we're seeing the results it's being and how people are responding. I think we done opened up a possibility for some dialogue. However, just like I'm talking into this phone without having no direct recourse to me, our conversations tend to usually lean towards one person having a monologue followed by the other person taking their turn to do their monologue. We don't do too good on listening, but we do real good on talking. We do real good on talking and feeling like we got the right to say whatever we want to say, but then when someone else don't like what we have to say and they say right back that they don't like what we got to say, we get mad and say they ain't got no right to say that. Feels a little hypocritical to me. I'm just going off the cuff here, trying to organize my thoughts as I swim through this American sea of fear, hate, and finger pointing and chest thumping. We got brains, people. We got brains, we got hands. Seems to me, all we're using our brains for is finding little ways to pick out the way other people are different from us and therefore wrong. Seems like we're using our hands to point our fingers at them people or to thump our chests because we was right about something or to wring our hands because we ain't get what we want. We got brains and hands, people, and we got responsibility. Use your brain to find a better way to live your life. Use your brain to find a way to work together with the people around you to build a better life for everybody. Use your hands to build that world that you want. Using your hand to pick up a gun and point it at somebody or shoot somebody because they look different or think different than you, it's fucking stupid. Using them fingers to text and tweet or twat, whatever it's called, to send pictures of your food and fish face selfies like this. It's fun, but it ain't constructive. We got to find a way, people. I'm going to do a little better at formulating my thoughts before I stick myself up here on the interwebs. Ain't much to look at. In fact, I'm ugly. My teeth are bad because I drink too much soda pop. My teeth rotted out. But the thing is, when I was drinking that soda pop, I knew it was bad for my teeth. I didn't care. I liked the taste of it. Now I got rotten teeth. I take full responsibility for that. We got to take responsibility for everything we do. We got to understand before we speak and before we act, there's going to be some daggum consequences. And you got to use your brain to think about what the impossible consequences might be. Because if you don't think about it, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. There's so much hate, people. There's so much hate. And there's a lot of people throwing around little sound bites and tidbits of information they pulled up from memes here and there and throwing out campaign slogans like "Make America Great Again" and "Love Trump's Hate." Got an idea, people? Fucking prove it. Fucking prove it. You want to make America great again? Make it great for everybody. Understand you got to make some sacrifices. I didn't get my way. I didn't get my way. It hurts, man. It hurts everybody. Everybody wants something. Everybody needs something. What they need is to be heard. They need to feel included. They need to feel important. And when you minimize somebody else, you're fucking yourself. Love Trump's hate? Got an idea? Prove it. Stop unfriending people because they might be blustering bullies. You know somebody for 25 years or your whole life, and they've had your back all the damn time, and you had their back, and you watch your TV shows together and go to the movies together and listen to your music together, but all of a sudden, they vote a different way than you. So you stick them in a pigeonhole, and you don't understand and you don't appreciate your own initial judgment and evaluation of a person as being worth your time, because suddenly an opinion don't match yours. Got to find a way, people. Got to use our brains and use our mouths to come up with intelligent conversation and try to reserve judgment as much as we can. We got to come together, people. People going to have to make sacrifices. And I call on everybody, if you hear somebody on the street saying some shit to somebody because of the way they look or their race or their religious affiliation or who they want to spend their lives with because they love them and are accepted by them, if you hear someone attacking somebody for that reason, stand up. Defend them. Because if you don't defend them, who the hell's going to defend you later? We're dividing ourselves, people. We got to come together. I done talked a whole lot longer than I planned to, and none of it makes a damn bit of sense to me. But something that all makes sense to me, when I'm feeling like I'm lost, what I do, I'm using my finger, but I'm pointing it at myself. Because I'm taking responsibility for my fucking life. And the fact that I swear too much, and I should have put a parental advisory sticker on the front of this, because God forbid somebody hears some bad words. When I feel bad, I turn to the good book. The good book for me might be different from day to day. Today, the good book I choose to share from with you is the Yates Reader. I know it ain't no Bible, I'm sorry folks, but I take solace sometimes in hearing an individual express their concerns using their own voice. Don't always like it, but I appreciate originality. And this poem, usually I hate poetry, I know most of you do too. This poem speaks to me about the state of the world we're living in. I'm gonna read it to you. If I mispronounce the words, sorry, but I don't think I will. Here we go. This poem is called The Second Coming by W.B. Yeats. Looks like Yeats, actually pronounced Yates. Weird, I don't understand it. Here we go. Turning and turning in the widening gyre, the falcon cannot hear the falconer. Things fall apart. The center cannot hold. Mere anarchy is loosed upon the world. The blood-dimmed tide is loosed, and everywhere the ceremony of innocence is drowned. The best lack all conviction, and the worst are full of passionate intensity. Surely some revelation is at hand. Surely the second coming is at hand. The second coming. Hardly are those words out when a vast image of Spiritus Mundi troubles my sight. Somewhere in the sands of the desert, a shape with a lion body and the head of a man, a gaze blank and pitiless as the sun. It's moving its slow thighs while about it reel shadows of the indignant desert birds. The darkness drops again. But now I know that 20 centuries of stony sleep were vexed to nightmare by a rocking cradle. And what was the beast? Its hour come around at last, slouches toward Bethlehem to be born. I reckon we all going to decide in the coming months what form that beast's going to take and if it's going to devour us all. We got to recognize we all got shit in common, people. So far, what we got in common is hate, fear, intolerance, judgment. I hope you all have a nice day. I don't know if you made it 9 minutes and 30 some odd seconds into this rather stumbling diatribe of a lone strange lunatic's thoughts on the face of the world. But I hope sometime today you find a little peace. And I hope that you choose to provide peace for somebody else. Because if you don't, we're all fucked. Now I gotta figure out how to turn the dang thing off. How do I turn it off? There it is. See y'all later, friends.